Today we are getting started with a wonderful substance known as bronze fluid pipes. Why are we making... Oh, right, we're making pumps. I need pumps for several machines. I believe this guy and maybe even a reactor over there somewhere. I don't know. But definitely the steam mixer. Probably wondering why I still use... I don't even know. Honestly, there's way better options than just using steam mixers. Steam mixers and lead pipes. That's like the two worst things you could possibly use. In their respective item type, I guess. And dude, just stop. You don't need to do this, man. You don't need to do this. So yeah, now we should have sodium fluoride just, or something, waiting in this guy. Yes, we do. And this guy is going to output fluids into those pipes up there, because these pipes are absolute... Man, they're just doing absolutely nothing right now. So what we need to do is take out some fluids from this guy. I think... do I have the wrench? Yes, I do. Wrench, hit the top, boom, fluid output enabled, and what we're gonna do is this. And also to make sure nothing goes wrong, that, boom. And that should put water back into this guy right here. So yeah, that basically allows us to get the water back from the substances and also gives us the wonderful sodium fluoride substance. Since this guy is dealing with something that I don't think is water, we're gonna have a pipe like that, set this guy to fluid auto output, and this guy will be filled with fluorite, I believe, and then we mix mineral fluorite with just regular sulfuric acid. Remember that sulfuric acid is just produced from pyrite, so we're basically using minerals and water to make this whole thing work. And now we got a low voltage electric pump here. We need to figure out which side is actually outputting on this guy, and I believe there's not really many options here for where we're going to output fluids to. I don't know if we could... Maybe this side here... there's a block there? Alright, now if everything is correct, this should work. Basically, all of these guys will output steam to here, which is going to be really fun if you decide to stand right here, and all of them happen to go off at once. Although, I think that's highly improbable, since this part of the factory usually doesn't run that often. It only runs whenever it's ready to run, and these pipes will be transporting sulfuric juice to its next final destination. So we're just gonna pipe sulfuric acid through the entire ceiling of our factory. I mean, if it ever leaks, that probably won't be an issue, right? Right? And I heard a wonderful sound. A sound that is absolutely atrocious, yet... Whoa. Purple squares. Yeah, that's wonderful. But, hey, you know what it's making? It's making this. Calcium sulfate. And, calcium sulfate is actually something we need to get rid of. I don't think we need that. Alright, so we are starting on the aluminum chain. This requires bauxite. I don't even know if I said that right, honestly. But we also need a smelter, electric smelter, and a roaster, and a centrifuge. So we'll put that on the list. Which the roaster and basically all these machines are really simple, and the roaster is the only one I think I'm gonna hate because it's got a rotor in it. We're gonna need more steam because these guys are running low on power, which means these turbines are not getting enough steam, most likely. Yeah, so we'll need more solar panels, I think. Alright, so furnace and roaster. That is not a roaster. This is the roaster. Oh, it needs 4 times. Oh, dang. Well, can I make some 4 times? Alright, so our actual electrolysis machine is starting to not look like an electrolysis machine. It is starting to look like some kind of industrial behemoth. I don't even know what it would be. It's just a strange looking thing. We'll see it in a second, but I gotta take care of... Whoa. Centrifuge. What are those guys? We just want centrifuge. Holy crap, that was easy. And these guys take a lot of energy to run, so that's gonna be a bit of an issue, but all we gotta do is get some bauxite. This entire lead pipe can hold like 320 like millibuckets in each single pipe segment. So if you want to do the math, it travels like all the way that way. If you can count all of them, that's amazing. But yeah, this can hold a lot of sulfuric acid, obviously. Ages ago, we found bauxite just under the surface It's kind of weird that the X makes an aux sound, but like it's interesting. Yeah, so we just gotta go down this way, and this stuff. This is bauxite ore. It's orange. It's not as orange as HBM mod makes it look. Apparently, this is like some red bauxite or something. Yeah, this is kind of odd. It's like a rectangle for some reason. What the heck is this? A block of just this stuff in the ground? This is very natural. Very, very natural. And this stuff is first smelted, it seems. What? What? Oh, like every other ore, this is not smelted. Just... Okay, well, the furnace is fine, but, do not smelt this stuff. Use this on it. This is wonderful. So we'll just swap it out with those guys, right? And we'll just take out this foul. What is this? Get that rubbish out of there. Throw this all in here. Yeah, nice. And that will make it run on bauxite forever. Well, I am kind of happy we now have an electric smelter, so I don't have to keep... Get that stuff out of there. I hate that you can use the mouse wheel to actually move stuff. I never knew that before, but yeah, it's really annoying and kind of a nuisance. This aluminum dust, right? This stuff here, I think you smelt this. No, you don't smelt it, you roast it. No, what on earth are we doing with this stuff? So, pulverization, crushing, centrifuging, roasting with sodium hydroxide solution. You kidding me? We used all that stuff to make whatever we were making over here. Alright, so I don't want to have to make more sodium hydroxide solution over there, and I already have a bunch of sodium hydroxide, so eventually we will replace this, but for now, this temporary setup right here, where we mix the sodium hydroxide back with the water, is what we're gonna do. So, we need to distill the water first. I do, in fact, believe that is the case, so I'm distilling water and shoving it in the air. Sodium hydroxide. Let's check and see what sodium hydroxide solution needs. Sodium hydroxide solution. Okay, so sodium hydroxide solution. Liquid sodium. It's really hot. Sodium hydroxide solution. Impure sodium hydroxide solution. But this is made by just mixing bauxite with... Oh. Oh, you could just use... You don't need this. Whoops. Ignore the fact that I was wasting energy there. Or I'm... There we go! You just needed to have the circuit set in there, and it's good to go. Now the roaster is ready to roast some bauxite. That's what it's gonna do. Yep, it's working. Alright, so, I've got a bit more progress here. I got this guy, I got a filter on him, and a pump. Pump and filter are putting into this lead drum wonderful substances known as red mud, which for some reason is also ending up here. Why? This is annoying. I put it straight into the drum and it's still going straight into there. Okay then, we need to fix this. But first, we need to get this guy set with this stuff. Okay? Because we need to make aluminum aluminum hydroxide. And that's why we made... Oh, what on earth? Carbon dioxide! Oh, yes! I love me some carbon dioxide. I breathe it every morning. Yes, let's see. I need some CO2. I need a bucket. Why on earth does a bucket... Don't ask! Don't ask these things. These things are questions I can't even answer. So if we roast carbon dioxide on the second setting, or roast carbon with oxygen on the second setting, that will make carbon dioxide. I don't really want to. Alright, there's better ways. There are better ways of making carbon dioxide, trust me, okay? There is all kinds of better ways. Rotary kiln, no. No, sintering oven is like the best way to get it. It seems 5 millibuckets just from silt. You think this stuff is easy to get because you hear about it all the time being big and bad for the environment, but apparently this is the hardest substance to ever get. 5 calcite dust being roasted is the best way. Now, calcite is something we may or may not have. I think we got some. I just don't know where it is. Probably, if I had to guess, it's in the old place, down in the basement, is where we're going to find some calcite. Okay, there was absolutely none in there at all. 0. Nothing. What is in this? Tin dust. Where's this stuff at? I know I have some. This is going to be kind of a nuisance if I don't have any of this stuff. I needed it for something. I don't remember what. Now we need to roast this in one of these guys, which will not cause any. Probably this guy. Correct? And set him to first one. Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. Now, do not output any fluids, please. Item, what is this item that I just saw? Zincite. I don't know what it just did. It did something though, and a quicklime. It's all it did. It's all it did. But now with our 3,000 liters of carbon dioxide and a bit of brain power, boom, it's done. Yes, look at this thing go. It's doing its work. Just as it should. This is a bit of spaghetti, but don't worry. I'm gonna make it look nice. As I always do. Now, when do I ever make things look nice? What am I saying? I've never made anything look nice in this game, but now... Goodbye carbon dioxide. I don't need carbon dioxide no more. Impure soda ash solution. That is not what I want. Oh, that's a byproduct, just like the red mud. So this stuff is produced, this sodium hydroxide, impure sodium hydroxide solution, which allows us to get gallium. So, this is nice. I'm sorry that I have to do this, but I think I need to fix this guy over here. Alright, so we need to put in a sodium aluminate solution to our problems right there. No. It's gotta be sodium aluminate, not sodium hydroxide solution, not impure something something. There's a lot of sodium things here. Sodium aluminate solution right there. Boom. I don't know how to switch this guy's output to actually work with that though, because it's already in position. This guy's gotta be red mud. Boom. It's done. Red mud goes from here to here, and then the sodium aluminate will go into this guy, who also has aluminum hydroxide dust as a catalyst. Basically, it's time to test our great machine with some boxes. Bauxite dust. Throw it in there. It gets centrifuged. Now, what should happen is this guy should only get sodium aluminate. If he does not get sodium aluminates, then yes, he is getting sodium aluminate, and this guy is getting red mud. And now I know how to compact things even more. Oh yes, this is unprecedented amounts of compactness right here. This is not spaghetti. This is lasagna. Now the time for the actual sodium hydroxide solution and byproducts of this guy. It's a bit of a mess, because this guy creates a bunch of byproducts. I would love to do the solid byproducts and just have no pumps involved. Like, I don't want to make any more pumps, right? So I think we'll have the actual stuff output into a guy over here. And that guy in question will be one of these fellas, but they're kind of expensive to make, and yeah, I don't have the resources for this right now. I'll have to wait. Aluminium hydroxide dust. What can you do with this? Detects alumina dust. Electric blast furnace later on. Aluminum produced directly to aluminum for a small price of 960. Can be reduced to alumina in a electric blast furnace. Okay. Okay, I see what's going on. Okay. A shove of this. It just runs on its own. Oh wait, does it need oxygen? Does it need oxygen? That's the question. Does it need oxygen? Because oxygen is expensive. It's really expensive. Oh, whoa. 5. don't think it needs oxygen. If that drops down, I'll know it needs oxygen. You don't need oxygen? Oh, yes. He does not need oxygen. Let's go. But we got a bunch of rubbish. It's not good. It is bad. Okay. Now we need to make hydrofluoric acid to make cryolite. This is pain. We need another bubble reactor, basically, is what this is saying. Because bubble reactor make hydrofluoric acid, which is why we need fluoride, so we can make hydrofluoric acid. Oh my gosh. Okay, more roasters, more hydrofluoric acid, more fan blades. Yes, I'll actually make the fan blade, because I don't mind that. That's not too bad. But seriously, come on, there's a lot of stuff to this. I think what's gonna happen is, next episode, between episodes, I'll deal with electrolyzing this wonderful substance known as impure sodium hydroxide, and I'll tell you all how to automate that. And then we'll automate the wonderful substance known as hydrofluoric acid and another thing. I'll see you all then. It'll be good.